Hey everybody, it's Dalton. Donettes are set to do action here in about 6-7 minutes before we get started. We've got we've got number 0 taking the in the 7th spot, we've got number 17, Kendall Stuckey, who's going to be We good to go? Can you hear me, Matt? We're good. We're good?
Good. Yep.
Okay. All right, sorry about that. Let's start all the way over from the beginning. Once again, Dalton Pennington here at Quick Creek Field in Doniphan, Missouri, where the Doniphan Donettes are set to do action with the Kelly Hawks. Leading off for Kelly is going to be number 14, Leah Lambert. She's going to be playing right field wearing number 14. Peyton Groves is going to be in the 2 spot playing center field, and she's going to wear 00. In the 3 hole, we have Lanie Moore going to be playing shortstop, wearing number 13. Followed in the cleanup spot by Kelly Ivy. He's going to do the pitching duties today, and she's going to wear number 2. In the 5 spot, we've got Kate Hughes playing left field, wearing number 15. In the 6th spot, number 19, Ellie Pattengale is going to be playing second base for the Hawks. In the 7 hole, we have Kendall Stuckey, who's going to be playing first base, wearing number 17. Followed by Madison Yount in the 8th spot, who's going to be playing third base, wearing number 6. And rounding out the Kelly Hawks lineup is going to be Carly Ray, and she's going to be wearing number 7 today for the Hawks. Now for the Doniphan Donettes, who've got sporting some pink tops today. We've got cancer awareness that they're repping today here at the field, so they're going to be wearing their pink tops with black pants. They're going to be led out of the leadoff spot by number 14 playing center field, Lynn Dunton. In the 2 hole, we're going to have we're going to have number 8 playing left field, Olivia Cruz. In the 3 hole is Madison Eddington, going to do the shortstop duties today for the Donettes. She's going to be wearing number 9. Carly Harder is going to be in the cleanup spot, and she's going to be playing first base, wearing number 20. Followed in the 5 hole by Sydney Speck, who's wearing number 5 and playing third base for the Donettes. Sam McMahon is going to be the DH today, wearing number 22, and she's going to hit out of the 6th spot. Brooklyn Klepsick is going to be number 23, playing right field for the Donettes. Followed by Bailey Carson, who is going to be playing left field, or is going to be wearing number 7, playing second base. And then you have Kaylee Osterman, who is going to be the catcher for the Donettes today, wearing number 6. I talked to Kelly's coach earlier today. The Kelly Hawks are going to be 15-9 on the year, and the Donettes currently sit at 6-11 for the year. We've got a beautiful day here in Doniphan. I don't have my cell phone. I think we were getting some interference from that earlier, so we should be getting close to game time. Coach Childress right now taking some infield, outfield. Kelly Hawks have already rounded out there, so we should get started here pretty quick, right at 4 o'clock. Once again, if you're just now joining us, we're here with the Doniphan Donettes softball team. Is going to be taking on the Kelly Hawks. Today, we've got a beautiful day. The wind is blowing a little bit, kind of left to right, from left field over to right. Let's see. I've got some changes in the Donettes lineup. Hold on just one second. That's not where everybody's supposed to be. It's going to be Bailey Carson is going to be at second base. And there we go. I think that gets everything fixed. All right, we're going to take a pause. I think the Donettes are running just a tad bit behind. We're going to take a pause right here, and we'll come back with first pitch action.
Here. River Radio on YouTube.
Doniphan High School field. Doniphan, Missouri. To do action with the Kelly Hawks. We've been having some technical difficulties with our mics. I don't know if we're getting that straightened out. I can't hear on this end, so we may cut in and out, but I'm just going to keep broadcasting. We're going to pick this up, and the guys upstairs are going to get us fixed and get us going here to where we sound good. Hopefully we get that ironed out, and hopefully it's not too much static, but really take on the Kelly Hawks. In the opposite batter's box. That's what it's called for. Playing short, back at third. The left field, we're going to have Olivia Cruz, Lynn Dunton in center, and Brooklyn Klepsick is going to be out in right field. Coach Jacks walked off the mound. Lambert squares again, right back to the pitcher Davis. Davis scoops, fires over to first base. Bailey Carson covering from second. Carly Harder crashed. Bailey Carson did a good job getting over to first base, and that's what he put out. And that's a good start here for the Donettes. 2 pitches, 1 out. In's going to step Peyton Groves. Groves wears 00. Going to play center field today for the Kelly Hawks. Davis sets, kicks, fires. Groves shows bunt but pulls back, and that one's going to go to the backstop on a pitch outside. It's going to move the count to 1-0. Groves digs in. Davis gets the side she wants. Sets, kick, fires. Groves does bunt. It's going to foul straight back, though, and that's going to move our count to 1-1. Do I need to move, Matt? We may be relocating here for a second, but 1-1 pitch. Lambert steps in. She's going to swing at this one. Going to run to the front of the box, take a swing, and that's going to move the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes on the 2-hole hitter for the Kelly Hawks. Standing in the on-deck circle is shortstop number 13, Lanie Moore. Davis looks in. Gets a sign from Osterman. Davis sets, kicks, fires home. And that's going to be swung on and missed. And that's going to be Davis's second out recorded this inning. This one's going to come via the strikeout of the 2-hole hitter, Peyton Groves. That's going to bring to the plate number 13, Lanie Moore. Once again, going to do the shortstop duties today for the Kelly Hawks. And the Donettes are hoping to get out of this inning with a quick 1-2-3. And Moore is going to pull this one foul down the third base line. Speck may want to take a step or two back there at third. She's playing way in on Moore, who's going to put that ball hard foul. Davis looks in. Gets her sign from Osterman. Sets, kicks, fires home. That one's going to be pulled right down the line again, right at Speck, but just foul. And that's going to move the count to no balls and 2 strikes here on the 3-hole hitter. Davis is 1 strike away from going 1-2-3 here in the top of the first inning at Quick Creek Field in Doniphan, Missouri, where the Doniphan Donettes are taking on the Kelly Hawks. Davis fires home. That's going to be taken down and in on Lanie Moore. Not a bad spot for Davis. Got some pitches to waste. Not a bad spot trying to get the 3-hole hitter to chase. She's going to be disciplined and won't. Davis looks in, gets her sign. She's going to fire home. That one's going to be pulled just foul. Sydney Speck put a diving body on it, but it's going to curve right in front of the bag, and that's going to move the count, or keep the count at 1 balls and 2 strikes. I've got a feeling Lanie Moore's probably pretty quick, but I feel like Speck needs to take a step, maybe 2 back. Davis says fire home. Moore's gonna pull that one right down the line, right over the top of Speck. Had she been playing a step or 2 back, that wouldn't have went over the top of her glove like that, but that's gonna go down in the book as a base hit single into left field. So 1 on, 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Davis is gonna fire home. And this was going to be pulled also foul right down the line. It's going to bring the first strike. Hitter Kelly Ivy, who's going to do the pitching duties today for the Kelly Hawks. She wears number 2. Davis looks in. Moore's getting on the bag at first. She's going to come off running. It's going to be a ground ball hit to Eddington. It's going to pop up, though, and she's going to boot it. And everybody's going to be safe everywhere on the E6 hit at Madison Eddington. That one came up and popped her on the throwing hand. She gives a sign to home plate umpire Ray Dugal that she's good to go, but that's going to put runners at first and second here with 2 outs in the top of the first inning, and that's going to bring the 5-hole hitter, number 15, Kate Hughes, to the plate. Davis looks into Osterman, sets, kicks, fires. That's going to be pulled well foul, and that's going to make the count 0-1. Hughes digs in, chokes up on the bat. Davis fires home. That one's going to be flied into right center field. In comes Dunton, and she's going to make the catch, and that's going to go recorded as a 8 in the book, and that's going to be 3 outs for the Donettes. Emily Davis is going to get out of a little bit of a jam there. She had gave up 1 base hit to the 3-hole hitter, Lanie Moore, and that was followed up by an E6 on our shortstop, Madison Eddington. But she's going to get out of the inning without giving up a run, and the Donettes are going to have their turn at bat here in the first inning, and we're going to be led off by Lynn Dunton, followed by Olivia Cruz, and then Madison Eddington here to get us going. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the next pitch in the bottom of the first inning. All right, we're back here at the bottom of the first inning at Quick Creek Field here in Doniphan, Missouri. Once again, the Donettes going to do battle with the Kelly Hawks today. We're going to be led off by our leadoff hitter, Lynn Dunton. Dunton wears number 14. She's going to be playing center field. She's looking down to Coach Jack. He's giving her some signs, getting a look. Dunton calls time, digs around in the box. Kelly Ivy gets her sign, sets, kicks, fires home. That one's going to be taken. Looks pretty good from here, but looks like it's going to be called a ball by our home plate umpire. Next pitch to Dunton. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. That one's going to come right down the middle. It's going to move the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. Once again, if you're just now joining us, Donettes are going to give up a scoreless first inning to get us started here. Gave up 1 single. And then batter's going to reach via the air, but Davis is going to do a good job pitching out of it. It's going to keep him at first and second. And then we're going to come up here with the Donettes now. Dunton's going to foul that pitch off. It's going to move the ball 1 ball, 2, or move the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dunton does a real good job of choking up on the bat. Doesn't strike out a whole lot. And she's going to slap that ball down the right field line just out past the outstretched glove of number 17, Kendall Stuckey. And Dunton's going to reach on a base hit out into right field. That's going to bring in the 2-hole spot, our left fielder, number 8, Olivia Cruz. Olivia, probably one of the quicker girls on the team. Look like she's going to come up and bat right-handed. Coach Jack gives her a sign. She's going to move over into the left-handed batter's box. Corner's playing way in.
Back control, let's go.
First baseman and third baseman both playing inside the pitcher's mound. Olivia Squares is going to foul that one straight back. So they're playing forward a bunt. First baseman's going to play off the line about 2 steps, whereas the third baseman's playing right on top of the line. Olivia's going to have a spot right in there between the third baseman and the pitcher to push one through if she decides to. Switches back over to the right-handed batter's box and is going to swing right through that one. It's going to move the count to 0-2. Dunton's going to draw a throw down from catcher Kim Seaball over at first base, but she's going to slide in head first and be safe. The count's now 0-2 on Olivia Cruz, and she's going to step in, trying to move Dunton over to second base. She's going to square this one up straight back. Looks like it's going to hit a vehicle. Nope, going to bounce over the top of him. That's going to keep the count. No balls, 2 strikes.
Level bat, level bat.
Dunton pretty fast in her own right over there at first base. See if Cruz can put one here in the gap. She's going to swing, hit this one hard right back up the middle. It's going to be just outside the reach of Kelly Ivy. Center fielder's going to miss it. Dunton's not paying attention. She's going to get a late break to third, but she's going to make it anyway. Cruz almost beat. Cruz sees that one, goes by the center fielder and almost takes second base before Dunton ever even breaks for third. But we're going to be safe all the way around, and it's going to put a runner at second and third, and the Donettes have something cooking here in the bottom of the first inning with nobody out. Dunton's got to be paying attention there. That almost cost the Donettes because Cruz, with quick as she is, was almost all the way to second base before Dunton ever realized that got past the center fielder. That'll go down in the book as a single by Cruz and then an error on the center fielder to move everybody else. So that's a single with an E8. And in's going to step Carly Harder, or in Madison Eddington, pardon me. And she's going to take first pitch for a ball. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. Madison squares. He's going to pull that one foul, though, make the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Coach Jack looking like he's opting for some small ball here to get the Donettes on the board here in the bottom of the first inning with his 3-hole hitter Bunton. Maddie steps in, kicks some dirt around. Kelly Ivy looks into her catcher, Kim Seaball. She's going to fire home. That pitch is going to be taken low for a ball, and that's going to move the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Eddington's got a couple strikes here to work with. Ivy looks in. Gets the sign she wants. She's going to fire home. That ball's going to be hit straight back up the box. That's going to burn the center fielder. That's going to get down. It's going to hit off the fence. Oh, that's going to be no signal. Here we go. Still haven't got a signal from our umpires, but they're going to call that one a home run. Thought it was going to hit off the top of the fence, but it actually got over there. And that's going to be a 3-run homer for Madison Eddington. So the Donettes are going to jump out to an early first inning lead, 3-0 against the Kelly Hawks on a home run that just got out of the right center field gap. She took that the opposite way. It was a pitch that was right down the middle, kind of leaked out to the outside corner of the plate, and she's going to smoke that one into right field. In's going to step number 20. She's going to do the cleanup duties playing third base. That's going to be Carly Harder. Ivy sets, kicks, delivers. Going to take that pitch low for a ball. It's going to make her count 1-0. Second pitch in the AB to Harder. It's going to be taken low in the exact same spot. It's going to move the count to 2 balls, no strikes. Carly looking for something she can drive. Going to come right down the middle, but she's going to pop it up on the infield. First baseman's going to come over and make the catch, and that's going to be the Donettes' first out of the inning on a routine fly ball to the first baseman. In's going to step the 5 spot, number 5, Sydney Speck, who's also playing third base today. 5's all across the board for Speck. Once again, if you're just now joining us, the Donettes have jumped out to an early 3-0 lead here in the first inning with a 3-run homer off the bat of Eddington. That pitch looks a little bit low, but it's going to be called a strike. Speck's going to bunt. She's quick. It's going to be fielded by the third baseman, and it's going to be well late as Speck's going to come into first base safe there. Trying to get a rally started again here for the Donettes to see if they can pick up some more runs here in the first inning. So far, we've had a pair of singles, or we've had 3 singles on the afternoon and a home run for the Donettes. And In's going to step number 6. She's going to be the DH today for the Donettes. Name is Sam McMahon. McMahon squares. Going to pull back though. Speck's going to slide into second base, and she's going to be safe, and it's going to be a stolen base for Sydney Speck. Man, she can fly. And I missed our pitch. Looks like he's going to call that a strike. So 0-1 on McMahon. Speck out at second base. Got a runner in scoring position. Sam's going to fly this one into center field. Center fielder's tracking back. She's going to be burnt. That one's going to hit off the fence. McMahon's going to hold up at first. Speck's flying. She's going to come no play at the plate, and Speck's going to score with ease as McMahon's going to pick up the RBI single. She's going to burn the center fielder. And the Donettes now with a 4-0 lead. Sam got into that one. Center fielder was playing a little bit shallow. McMahon hit it well enough. It's going to hit off the right center field wall. In's going to step Brooklyn Klepsik. She's going to take her first pitch low and outside, ball 1. Second pitch to Klepsik. Sets, kicks, fires. She's going to slap this one on the left side. Going to be just out of the reach of the third baseman, but it's going to be fielded by the shortstop, and she's going to throw over to second base, and McMahon is going to be out at second base on the force out, and that'll go down in the books as a fielder's choice, and that'll go as a 6-4 in the books. Klepsik is going to stay safe at first base, but they are going to get the lead runner there, so there's going to be 2 outs now here in the bottom of the first inning where the Donettes have jumped out to an early 4-0 lead. That's going to bring number 7, second baseman Bailey Carson, to the dish. Kelly Ivy looks into C-ball, sets, kicks, fires. That one's going to be hit up the middle. Nobody's going to field that. That's going to send Klepsik over to third. Reading the throw well is Carson, and she's going to move into second base. That's going to put 2 runners in scoring position. That was a great job by Carson. As soon as she saw that throw be a little bit high coming into third base, trying to get Klepsik out there at third, Carson's going to advance on the throw. And now the Donettes have 2 runners in scoring position here in the bottom of the first inning. And it's what's been a great inning for the Donettes is they're going to hit all the way through the lineup here at least, even if Kaylee Osterman here is to get out. They're still going to come back with their leadoff spot again here to start the inning. But hopefully with 2 runners in scoring position, Osterman can slap a base hit into the outfield and we'll score 2 and jump out to a 6-0 lead. Let's see what happens. She's going to swing right through the first pitch. Moves the count to 0-1. Osterman wears number 6 and does the catching duties for the Donettes. Kelly Ivy looks in, gets her sign from C-ball, sets, kicks, fires. That one's going to be fouled straight back to the screen. It's going to move the count to 0-2. Osterman's probably going to choke up here and just try to put the ball in play with 2 strikes on it. Looks down to Coach Jack, gets his sign, steps back in the box. Ivy looks in, gets her sign. They're calling for it high. She's going to miss the spot, though, and it's going to come down the middle of the plate. But Osterman is going to make it foul. She's going to push that down the right field line, and the count's going to stay at 0-2. Next pitch to Osterman. Is going to be swung on, and she's going to miss that one, and that's going to be the first strikeout of the afternoon for Kelly Ivy. But a great job of the Donettes here to jump out early and put several runs on the board. They're going to pick up 4 runs, and that's going to come via the back-to-back singles from Lynn Dunton and Olivia Cruz, followed up with a home run by Madison Eddington. And then Sydney Speck is going to score on the RBI single from Sam McMahon. And you got to look back at that stolen base that Speck picks up and puts her in scoring position for McMahon, who's going to slap that one off the right field wall. And Speck's going to score with ease. They don't even draw a throw. And then followed up by a single from Bailey Carson to round out the hitting for the Donettes. But they're going to pick up 4 here in the bottom of the first inning, and they're going to jump out to a 4-0 lead, and we'll be back shortly. All right, everybody, welcome back. We're here at the top of the second inning where the Kelly Hawks are going to come up to bat. Last inning, they're going to pick up a single and have a runner reach on air. Kelly Ivy was going to reach on an air by Madison Eddington, and that's all that they're going to do, though, as Davis did a good job pitching out of the jam. In's going to step Ellie Pattengale, wearing number 19, playing second base for the Kelly Hawks. Davis waiting on Osterman. Looks like she's fixing a shin guard. She's good. Davis gets her sign, sets, kicks, fires home. It's going to be taken inside for a ball, and that's going to make the count 1 ball, no strikes. Davis looks in, fires home. That one's going to be swung on. It's going to move the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. Davis looks in, sets, kicks, fires home. That one's going to be hit on a soft line out in the right field, just out of the stretch of Bailey Carson, and that one's going to fall in, and it's going to be fielded by our right fielder, Brooklyn Klepsik, who's going to fire into Eddington out there at second base. And that's going to be a leadoff single for the Kelly Hawks here to start the top of the second inning. It's going to bring number 17, Kendall Stuckey, to the plate. Stuckey plays first base for the Hawks. She's swinging at the first pitch, flies that one out into left field. Creech is tracking well, is going to catch it right on the line, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. And Pattengale will hold up at first, as that one's going to go out to the books as an F7 for the first out of the inning. In's going to step the 8th spot, number 6, Madison Yount. Madison plays third base for the Hawks. Davis looks in. She's batting from the left side. Davis looks in, sets, kicks, fires. She's going to square and bunt, but that one's going to go straight back to the screen, and that's going to make it no balls, 1 strike. Davis doing a great job of getting ahead today. Starting herself out with several first pitch strikes here on the afternoon. It's a great way to be effective. Davis looks into Osterman. Gets her sign. Let's see if Yount squares again. She does, but pulls it straight back. But that one's going to go back to the screen anyway. And number 19, Ellie Pattengale, is going to trot down to second base. And that's going to put a runner in scoring position for the Hawks. And the count's going to move to 1 ball, 1 strike on the 8-hole hitter, Madison Yount. Yount should be swinging away here, but she's not. She's going to square and bunt. Stop that on the line. Oh, it's going to be called foul ball. That was a great bunt from Yount that's going to go just foul. That's going to move the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes with Pattengale still out at second base. Davis looks into Osterman, gets her sign. Got a couple pitches to work with if she decides to. She's going to go just outside. That's going to move the count to 2-2. She can still nibble at the corners here. Doesn't have to go right into the 8-hole hitter, Madison Yount. Let's see what Davis decides. Osterman sets out on the outside corner, and that one's going to miss in that exact same spot, and it's going to move the count to full on the 8-hole hitter, Madison Yount. Davis fires home, and that was going to be taken low and outside, and that's going to be the first walk issued of the day from Emily Davis. That puts runners here at first and second with 1 out in the bottom of the second inning. And in's going to step number 9, Carly Ray. Carly wears number 7. She's going to come running out of the box, swinging and missing at that one. Count is no balls, 1 strike. Davis would love nothing more than to get a double play ball here. Davis sets, kicks, fires. That one's going to be hit right back to her. She's going to miss it, though, fielded by the shortstop. Eddington, nobody at first. Carly was crashing there. Nobody covering first base. Bailey Carson should have been the one at second base there, or at first base, pardon me. But Carson crashed or went to second when the corners crashed on the bunt, and that left first base open. And so that is going to load them up for the leadoff hitter here. Pattengale stands at third. Yount's at second. Carly Ray's at first, and in steps Leah Lambert. She's going to push that one foul. The count's now 0-1. Donettes will have a force out here at home. Lambert grounded out to the pitcher in her first AB. Let's see what happens here. She's going to come run out of the box. Right back to the pitcher again. They're going to get the force play at home, and they do just in time, as that was a great job. Davis bouncing out there. Throws a strike to Osterman at home, and they're going to get that lead runner a big out at home plate right there, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. The bases will remain loaded as Pattengale is thrown out at home. Yount's going to move to third. Carly Ray's at second. Donettes do a great job getting that out at home, getting that lead runner. In's going to step number 2, Peyton Groves, who struck out in her first AB, and she's going to start out with a strike here in this one. Emily Davis needs to come right at her. That one's going to be taken high for a ball. It's going to have a play at the plate. Osterman's going to let that one go out. She's going to pick it up, though, and she's going to get the runner who's trying to advance to home there. That is going to be Madison Yount, who's going to be thrown out at the plate. And the Donettes are going to get out of a big bases-loaded jam there. They had bases loaded, 1 out, and the Donettes are going to be able to get 2 plays at the plate to get themselves out of a jam. We'll be back here at the bottom of the second inning when the Donettes come to bat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here in the bottom of the second inning at Quick Creek Field in Doniphan, Missouri. If you're just now joining us, the Doniphan Donettes are doing battle with the Kelly Hawks. The Donettes jumped out to an early 4-0 lead in the first inning, and the pitching been a factor here for the Donettes as Emily Davis was able to pitch herself out of a bases loaded, one-out jam. And she's going to keep the score at 4-0. As we move into the Donettes half of the second inning, and we're going to get started with our leadoff hitter, Lynn Dunton. She's going to take that first pitch for a ball, high and outside. Donettes looking to bat around again here in the second inning. Kelly Ivy fires home. Dunton's going to offer it that one. It's going to be high and outside, though. And that's going to move the count to 1 ball, 1 strike.
Come on, 1-4. Nice relax.
Make it be in there. Good pitch, good swing. Let's go.
Dunton's first AB, she led us off with a single and would later score on the 3-run home run by Eddington. Next pitch to Dunton's going to be taken high for a ball. That's going to move the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Dunton digs in. Ivy sets, kicks, fires home. That one's going to be taken low for a ball, and that's going to move the count to 3-1 on the leadoff hitter, Dunton. Never want to start an inning out with a leadoff walk. Typically spells danger. Let's see what happens here. Ivy's going to set, kick, fires. Dunton's going to lift this one out into left field. That may be trouble. It's going to get down. The shortstop's going to try to make a play on it. Gets out there in the Bermuda Triangle, and it's going to get down. Dunton, seeing that ball gets down, is going to be hustling all the way, and she's going to slide head first safe into second base. I don't know if the left fielder, Kate Hughes, couldn't see that one, but it hung up for a while, and she breaks late. And the shortstop, Lanie Moore, actually has a better play at it than she does, but she's going out from the infield to it and has to dive, and just outside of her stretch, that ball's going to get down, and Dunton's going to move into second base. That's going to bring the 2-hole hitter, Olivia Cruz, who has also singled on the afternoon, up to the plate. She's going to foul the first one off back to the screen. Donettes, once again, here in the bottom of the second inning, have something cooking as they've got a runner in scoring position here to get started with nobody out. Second pitch to Cruz. Sets, kicks, fires. That one's going to be taken low. It's going to be in the dirt. Dunton's going to try to move up on the play, and she does. She's going to draw a throw, but no tag over there at third base. Great base running by Lynn Dunton. It's going to move her into third with the count 1-1 to Cruz. Cruz looks down to Coach Jack, gets her sign, steps in the box. She's going to dig around a little bit. Ivy looks into C-ball, gets her sign, sets, kicks, fires. Cruz is going to square. That one's going to be right out in front of home plate. That's going to be fair. Catcher thinks that ball should have been foul, but it was just out in front of the plate. C-ball doesn't even throw down to Stuckey until it's well late, as Cruz is going to pick up an infield single there. And that's going to put runners at the corner with Eddington. Our shortstop, wearing number 9, is going to bring her to the plate. As the Donettes have started out this inning once again with 2 hits, and wanting to repeat what she had in the first inning and hit one over the right field fence. Let's see what happens. That one's going to be taken low. Dunton's going to draw a throw there at third, but she's going to be safely back in at the bag, and that's going to give Cruz the opportunity to move up. And now the Donettes with 2 runners in scoring position, and the count's 1-0 to the Donettes' best hitter on the team, their third spot, Madison Eddington. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. Eddington's going to foul this one. She's right on it, going to foul it straight back to the screen, and that's going to move the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. Although home plate umpire Ray Dugal is holding up 2 fingers for the strike, but that first pitch looked low to me. But going to say the count's 0-2. Next pitch to Eddington. She's going to slap this one in the right center field gap. Nobody's going to get there. They're going to run the bases. Dunton comes in. Cruz comes in. And Eddington's going to move up to third. And she's going to be safe. She's going to draw a throw, but she is going to be safe at third base. And that's going to clear him again. Eddington's going to have herself a day. She's already got 5 RBIs, and we're here in the bottom of the second inning. Well, it may be a little bit early to start talking about the cycle, but Eddington has the 2 hard ones out of the way to get that home run and the triple. So let's see what else she can do in the rest of the afternoon. In's going to step Carly Harder. She's going to take first pitch for a strike. Harder in the first inning was ahead 2-0 in the count and ended up popping a weak pop-up over to first base. Let's see what she can do here this AB. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. She's going to do the exact same thing, and that's going to come right down to the first baseman again, and that's going to be the Donettes' first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 5, Sydney Speck.
Ian's going to step Sydney Speck. Speck singled in her first at bat, had a stolen base, and then later scored easily on that Sam McMahon fly ball into right field. Ivy looks in, sets, kicks, fires. Speck's going to take this one off the outside corner for a ball, and that's going to make the count 1-0. Pitch to Speck. That's going to be a ground ball. It's going to be fielded by the pitcher. Eddington's going to break for home. Speck's out at first, but Eddington's going to be safe at the plate. And that's going to be, that's going to go down to the book as a 1-3, but it's going to be an RBI for Speck. As Eddington's going to score there from third base. And the Donettes have now jumped out to a 7-0 lead here in the bottom of the second inning against the Kelly Hawks. Ian's going to step Sam McMahon, who's singled this inning, or singled in the first inning. She's going to take the first pitch low for a ball. McMahon was going to be thrown out at second base on the fielder's choice hit by Brooklyn Klepsick in the first inning. So the ball's going to be taken inside, way inside, and it's going to move the count to 2-0. We've got 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning where the Doniphan Donettes are up 7-0 against the Kelly Hawks. McMahon's going to send this one out into left field on a soft liner just over the head of the shortstop, Lanie Moore. McMahon's going to have herself a pair of singles on the day. This will bring Brooklyn Klepsick up to the plate. Brooklyn wears number 23, plays right field. She hit into a fielder's choice last inning. That pitch is going to be taken on the outside corner for a ball. 1-0 here. Klepsick comes into the plate, got a runner at first base with 2 outs. 1-0 count. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. Now it's going to be taken low. It's going to be in the dirt. It's going to squirt away from the catcher, Seaball, and that's going to allow McMahon to slide into second base safely. And now Klepsick has a runner in scoring position with a 2-0 count. Should be looking for something to drive here, something she can handle. Chokes way up on the bat. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. That one's going to be taken low for a ball. Move the count to 3-0. Klepsick's probably going to be taken here. We'll see what happens. Looks down, gets a sign from Coach Jack. Pitch coming from Ivy. Klepsick is going to slap that one. It was high. Should have been ball 4. But Klepsick's going to reach out and try to slap that one down the left field line. And it's going to go foul. It's going to move the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. With McMahon standing out at second base. Klepsick wanting to drive her in. 5th pitch. Sets, kicks, fires. It's going to be called strike right down the middle on Klepsick. That's going to move the count full here with a runner at second base. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Ivy looks in, fires to Seaball. Klepsick going to slap this one. It's going to hit off home plate and bounce behind the catcher, Seaball, and that's going to keep the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch to Klepsick. Fires home. Ooh, ball taken on the outside corner is going to be called for a strike. And that's going to be the 2nd K of the afternoon for Kelly Ivy. Going to get a scoring recap as the Donettes are now going to come out and play defense. We got this inning started once again with Lynn Dunton, our leadoff hitter. The Donettes hit around the first inning, and this inning was going to get started with a leadoff double from Dunton, followed by a single from Cruz, and then a triple to score 2 for Eddington. That's going to put her at 5 RBIs on the day already. Madison with a 3-run home run, and then a 2 RBI triple in the bottom of the second inning. And then Sam McMahon is going to pick up a single here in the bottom of the second inning, and that's going to do it for the Donettes. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back at the top of the third inning. All right, we're here back at the top of the third inning where the Doniphan Donettes lead by a score of 7-0 over the Kelly Hawks. Kelly's going to come to bat, and it's going to bring 00 Peyton Groves. Groves, let's make sure that is 00. It should be, because Groves was at the plate when the ball got away from Kaylee Osterman behind the plate. Osterman was going to pick it up and is going to tag out Madison Yount at home plate, so that would still leave Groves batting. It's going to make the count 1 ball, no strikes. Davis looks in, gets her sign, sets, kicks, fires to Osterman. Bunting again is Groves. It's going to be fielded on the run. It's going to be fired across the diamond, though, and it's going to be called safe. It's a great job by Speck of getting to that ball, but it's not going to have a play on the speedy Groves over there at first base, who's going to reach on an infield single. This is going to bring number 13, Lanie Moore, to the plate. Moore playing shortstop for the Kelly Hawks. She had a bloop base hit into left field earlier in the first inning. Groves is going to steal second. Osterman put a good throw down there. It's going to be to the wrong side of the bag, though, and Groves is going to be able to move into scoring position on the first pitch of the next AB. So, counts 1-0 to the 3-hole hitter, Lanie Moore, with the runner in scoring position. Davis gets her sign, sets, kicks, fires. It's going to be hit on the ground. It's going to be foul, though, just to the left of the third base bag down the left field line. Counts now 1-1 to Lanie Moore. Davis looks in. Gets her sign, sets, kicks, fires. That one's going to come right down the middle. And home plate umpire Ray Dugal is going to call that a ball, as that one looked like it was right there. Osterman didn't even move her glove. Davis sets, kicks, fires. Going to come back to the exact same spot. She's swinging this time, though. That ball's going to be hit into left field just over the head of Cruz. It's going to hit off the wall. Moore's looking at third, but she's going to wise up and pull into second, as that cutoff got to Madison Eddington pretty quick. And that's going to be a double, an RBI double for Lanie Moore. It's going to score Peyton Groves from out at second base. Kelly Hawks have something cooking again, as they still have a runner in scoring position, and they have picked up a run here, making it 7-1. In steps the 4-hole hitter, Kelly Ivy. She's going to hit this one well out to left field, but Cruz is going to glide underneath it, and that ball is going to be caught, and that's going to hold Lanie Moore out at second base on the F7 for the first out of the inning. In's going to step number 5, Kate Hughes. Kate flew out to center field to end the first inning threat that the Kelly Hawks put together. Bases loaded, flies out to center field. Davis sets, kicks, fires home. That ball's going to be hit on the ground. That's going to be fielded by Speck. But Speck, unsure of the running situation there, is going to try to step on the bag instead of tag the runner. Speck had her out at the third, all day long, but it's going to tag the base instead of the runner. And we're going to have runners at the corners here with 1 out, as Kate Hughes is going to reach. Ball gets away from Osterman. She can't find it. Everybody's going to hold up except for the runner who had already stolen second base out there. Kate Hughes had already stolen second base by the time that ball got away from Osterman. So that's going to put a runner at second and third now. 1 ball, no strikes on the 6-hole hitter, Ellie Pattengale. Pattengale reached on a single in the second inning. She's going to square to bunt. That ball's going to be called the foul ball. Got in an awkward angle there. I was unable to see that for a second. It's going to move the count to 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Got a runner at second and third. Donettes looking to trying to get out of a jam here. Davis gets her sign. Osterman moves to the inside corner of the plate. Davis sets, kicks, fires. She's going to square to bunt again. It's going to be out in front of the plate. She's got to play it first. Osterman's throw is going to be wide, and it's going to go into right field. It's going to be picked up by Klepsic. Klepsic's going to try to fire home. And that's going to be 2 Kelly Hawks that are going to come across the plate. And that's going to move Ellie Pattengale over to second base on the E2. It's going to be given an error to the catcher there. And that's going to allow 2 runs to score. And the Donettes are going to regret that. They're going to have 2 plays this inning they're going to look back on and they're going to really regret. And that's the ground ball hit to Sydney Speck where she should have had the ground out. Should have been able to tag that runner advancing from second to third. And then right there, Osterman, the Hawks are trying to give you one with the 7-1 lead, and you've got to make it out there. So we're going to have a runner out at second base. That's Ellie Pattengale, who reached on an error with 1 out. That ball's going to be lifted into left field. That's off the bat of Kendall Stuckey. That ball's going to get down. It's going to hit off the fence. Pattengale's going to score easily. Going to have a play at third, but she's going to hold up. She's going to hold up, and she's going to be called safe at second. Kendall Stuckey got into that one for an RBI double.
Watch the dirt ball. Watch the dirt ball. Dirt. Let's go. You can do it. Make me in there. Come on, Maddie. Let's go.
That's going to make the score 7-4. And in's going to step the 8-hole hitter, Madison Yount. Yount's going to square. That ball's going to get away from Osterman. And that's going to allow Stuckey a chance to move up to third on the wild pitch.
Watch the pass ball. Watch the pass ball. Steal.
1-0 count to Yount. Davis looks in. Gets her sign. Sets, kicks, fires. Yount's going to square and bump, but she's going to miss that one. And it's going to be called a strike. It's going to move the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. Once again, if you're just now joining us, you got a score of 7-4 here in the top of the third inning. 1-1 count on Madison Yount with a runner at third base. Yount's going to square again. That's going to be hit right to the third baseman, though. Going to have a play at first. She's going to be out there coming home now. She's going to be safe at the plate, and that's going to make it 7-5 as Kendall Stuckey was able to score there on the sacrifice bunt from Madison Yount. Donettes do have 2 outs now. Bases are cleared, but they've let the Hawks battle their way back into this one here in the top of the third inning, where our score is now 7-5 with 2 outs. In's going to step the 9-hole hitter, Carly Ray. She's going to reach at this one low, and it's going to foul it off for a strike. Donettes need to cut off the bleeding here. Keep the score 7-5 here in the top of the third inning. Come back in at the bottom of the third and get some of these run backs. Davis sets, kicks, fires. That one's going to come in high, way high on Carly Ray, and it's going to move the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. Ray in the top of the second inning. That pitch is going to be taken low and outside, 2-1 now. Two balls, 1 strike to Ray. Davis sets, kicks, fires. That one's going to be poked out to third baseman Speck. Speck's going to step, kick, fire. Throws it over across the diamond, and that's going to be an out recorded there, and that's going to go down into the book as a 5-3 ground out. And the Donettes are going to get themselves out of the inning, but not before giving up 5 runs to the Kelly Hawks. who had runners reach via a single double, followed again by Kate Hughes, who's going to steal, pick up a single and then steal second as well. And then they're going to have the costly error over at home plate with Osterman throwing that one into right field, and that's going to score 2. And then Kendall Stuckey is going to come out, and she's going to hit a double off the left field wall to score another. And then she's going to be later scored by that sacrifice bunt by Madison Yount. So that's going to put the Kelly Hawks on the board now in the top of the 3rd inning with a score of 7-5, where the Donettes are coming to do action in the bottom of the 3rd inning, starting with the 8-hole hitter, Bailey Carson. We'll be back in the bottom of the 3rd. All right, we're back here in the bottom of the 3rd inning where the Doniphan Donettes are going to try to get some of the runs back that they gave up in the top of the 3rd inning. I think they'll look back at that inning and realize they had some big mistakes that have let Kelly creep back into this game further than they should be right now. First pitch to Carson is going to be fouled straight back. Carson reached on a single in the bottom of the 1st inning, did not take an at-bat in the 2nd inning, and she's going to get us lead off here in the bottom of the 3rd. Ivy sets, kicks, fires home. That one's going to be taken low for a ball. It's going to move the count to 1 ball, 1 strike to the Donettes leadoff hitter. Once again, Donettes are wearing their pink shirts today. It's October, Cancer Awareness. That one's going to be taken low for a ball. It's going to move the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Fourth pitch of the at-bat to Carson. Ivy fires to C-ball. That one's going to be fouled off her foot. That's going to move the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Everybody be alert now.
Help your pitcher. Let's go. Make it be in there, Alex.
2-2 count to Carson. Ivy looks in, fires to C-ball. That one's going to be slapped down the right field line. Foul. And our count's going to stay at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch to Carson, fouled straight back. It's going to keep our count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch to Carson. Sets, kicks, fires. She's going to swing through that one, and that's going to be Kelly Ivy's 3rd strikeout of the game. He's going to step the Donettes catcher, Kaylee Osterman. Osterman was also a strikeout victim of Ivy's back in the 1st inning. First pitch is going to be fouled straight back off the screen. It's going to make the count. No balls, 1 strike to Osterman. It'd be big for the Donettes here if Osterman can get on in front of the leadoff hitter, Lynn Dunton, standing in the on-deck circle. She's going to take that pitch low for a ball. It's going to move the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. Ball on the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Osterman needs to be picky here. Any way to get on in front of your leadoff hitter who's standing over there in the on-deck circle. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. Going to throw that one 6 inches in front of the plate. It's going to move the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. Osterman needs to be really selective here. If she comes right down the middle, she can be swinging, but she's trying to get on any way she can. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. That one's going to be taken well inside, and she's going to do a good job of drawing that walk there to get something cooking for the Donettes. In's going to step the leadoff hitter, number 14 for the Donettes, Lynn Dunton, who already today has a single and a double to her name. Let's see if she can keep adding to her hit total. Once again, one out here in the bottom of the third inning where the Donettes lead 7-5. Ivy to Dunton. Dunton's going to square and bunt. She's going to put this in a good spot. Can she beat it out is the question. Nobody's at third base. Osterman doesn't see it, though. Left fielder comes in and covers the bag. She's going to fire in at second base to Osterman. She's going to slide back head first and be safe. And Dunton is going to do a great job with great speed, picking up another single on the infield bunt. That's going to get down for a hit. So, in's going to step Olivia Cruz, who has a pair of singles to her name. This great spot for the Donettes. If they can load them up here for Madison Eddington, or even better, Cruz just puts a double out there and Eddington follows up with a double and everybody gets in on the RBI action. That one's going to be taken low for a ball. Osterman got a big jump base out there when that ball was low into the dirt to Seaball. Seaball does a good job of blocking it up and getting it right back to her pitcher, and that's going to hold Osterman out to second base. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. That one's going to be bunted in the air, but it's going to get out, and she's going to have to hurry to get Kreutz, and she is able to get her. Kreutz hit that one just a tad too hard. If she could have deadened that about another foot in front of Ivy, she would have had that beat out all day long. But Kreutz does her job, moves the runners over into scoring position. We now have a runner at second and third with 2 outs, and in is going to step Madison Eddington. And that's going to put Osterman over at third base, Dunton at second on the sacrifice bunt from Olivia Cruz. 2 outs, and he's going to step the Donettes 3-hole hitter, who already has 5 RBIs to her name today, looking to pick up 2 more.
All right, come on, Allie. Rear back and fire that ball. Let's go. Make it be in there.
They're going to intentionally walk Eddington. It's going to put Carly Harder up. So that's going to load up the bases. But the way Eddington's been hitting today, I don't know that you can blame him. Carly Harder's going to take the first pitch called strike. She's going to be swinging at this one. Hits a hard ground ball back up to the pitcher. It's going to be blocked up, though, by Ivy. Ivy's going to pick it up and throw it across the diamond to Stuckey. And Ivy does a good job getting herself out of a jam there. She loaded him up by intentionally walking Madison Eddington, but is going to able to get the ground ball from Harder. That ball was hit well, and if it wasn't right back at her, if she had to move left or right, I think that ball would have got through the middle of the infield, but it's going to hit directly back to Ivy, and she's going to throw it across to Stuckey, and the Kelly Hawks are going to get themselves out of a big jam in the bottom of the third inning, and they're going to keep the score exactly where it is at 7-5 here, and we're going to move into the top of the 4th inning. We'll be back with the Kelly Hawks shortly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here in the top of the 4th inning, where if you're just now joining us, we've got a score of 7-5. Headed in the top of the 4th inning as the Kelly Hawks come to bat, and they're going to get themselves started with their leadoff hitter, number 14, Leah Lambert. She's going to offer at that one. That's going to move the count to no balls, 1 strike. Lambert on the afternoon has grounded out and reached on a single. Ball to Lambert's going to be slapped into right field. In charging hard is going to be Klepsic. Klepsic's going to make a play on that. Almost collided with her second baseman out there, Bailey Carson. But she's going to hold on to it, though, and record the out. Keeping a scorebook at home, that'll go down as an F9. And in's going to step 00 Peyton Groves, the center fielder for the Kelly Hawks, who has a single, stolen base, and a run scored to her credit. She's going to try to bunt again. It's going to be fielded by Speck. Speck's going to hurry and throw, and that ball is going to pop out of the glove of Carson, as the Donettes probably had her there at first base, but she's going to reach there, and I'm going to put that down in the book as an E4, as Peyton Groves is going to reach. And Groves is pretty quick. It's already cost the Donettes once, as she put herself into scoring position and then was able to score on the double by Lanie Moore, and really didn't even have a chance of getting there at home because she is so fast. She's going to try stealing again. Osterman puts a good throw down there at second base, but it's going to get away from Eddington. It's going to go into center field. Dunton picks it up, and Groves is going to will her way all the way into third base now with a stolen base. Going to give her the stolen base there from going from first to second, but is going to advance up to third on probably, we'll call that an E2. We'll give that to Osterman there. And that was great hustle by Peyton Groves. Willed herself into third base there. Stole second with ease and pops up hustling and moves into third base. Three-hole hitter Lanie Moore is going to be up there. She's going to hit one hard to Speck. Speck's going to give a glove on it, knock it down. She doesn't really have a play over there at first base, though. That was a great job by Sydney Speck, even putting a glove on that ball. That was hit well by Lanie Moore. And Moore, we're going to call that a single because that was just a hard play all the way around. Speck was diving, came up firing over to first base, wasn't able to get her there, and that's going to put runners at the corners here with the cleanup hitter, pitcher Kelly Ivy, coming to the bat. She's reached on an air to the shortstop and has flown out to left field. They're going to just let Moore take second there. No reason to throw down because Groves pretty much can walk home at that point. So that's going to put two runners in scoring position now. It's going to put a runner at second and third with one out. Davis looks into Osterman, gets her sign. Sets, kicks, fires. Ivy's going to square and bunt. It's going to be right to the third baseman. Going to have a play at first. She's going to be out there. It's going to be a low throw coming in. Got a chance to score two now as the throw gets away from Osterman, and it will. Going to score two. Carson's got to stick that in her back pocket. Groves is quick enough that she was going to score all day long there. Got to stick that in the back pocket, though, to prevent exactly from what happening, because Groves is scoring all day long from third there. But the question is, when you throw it away, does Moore score? And in that case, she is going to be able to. So the Donettes, a couple mistakes this inning have cost them, and they've allowed the Kelly Hawks now to tie it up with a score of 7-7. They do have two outs here in the top of the fourth inning, but could have very easily been out of this inning already had they not had the mistakes they've had thus far. First pitch to Hughes is going to be taken low for a ball. Second pitch also taken low. It's going to move the count to 2-0. Davis sets, kicks, fires. That one's going to be taken on the inside corner. It's going to move the count to 2-1 strike on number 15, Kate Hughes. Hughes playing left field today for the Kelly Hawks. Back in the third inning, she picked up a single, a stolen base, and would later score. Davis sets, kicks, fires. Going to hit that one on the ground. It's going to be fouled, though. Speck hustling all the way to pick it up. Moves the count to 2-2.
Make it be in there. Watch the dirt ball. Watch the dirt one. Let's go. Watch the high one. Gotta be in there. Gotta be in there.
All the way here in the top of the fourth inning. Davis with only one strikeout on the afternoon. Would love to pick another one up here. She's going to throw that one out on the outside corner. It's going to move the count to full to the 5-hole hitter, Kate Hughes, who once again has flown out to center field and has reached on a single, had a stolen base, and a run scored up to this point. Way inside, almost hits her. And that's going to allow her to move over to first base. That one goes to the backside. All the way down. Thinks about going. 7-7 ball game here in the top of the fourth inning. Two outs. Runner on first base for the Kelly Hawks. and it's going to bring Ellie Pattengill, number 19, to the plate. Davis sets, kicks, fires. That one's going to be taken on the inside corner. She better watch Hughes over there at first base, getting a big jump over there. Looking maybe to steal second here. 2 outs, trying to make something happen in the bottom half of the lineup. Davis sets, kicks, fires. It's going to come right down the middle. That's going to be called strike 1 by our home plate umpire today. 1-1 count, 2 outs. Kate Hughes standing over at first base. Ellie Pattengill at the plate. Davis sets, kicks, fires, smokes the ball right to third baseman. Speck drops it, picks it up, fires across the diamond though, and she's going to get Ellie Pattengill. Great job by Sydney Speck. Made 2 great defensive plays today on 2 balls that have been hit extremely hard. Speck's keeping the ball in front of her. She was able to get 1 out of the 2 plays actually for outs, but she's doing a great job defensively over there at third base for the Donettes. The Kelly Hawks are going to pick up 2 more. The Donettes need to get something cooking here because the Kelly Hawks have now tied it up 7-7 in the top of the 4th inning. Moving to the bottom of the 4th where the Donettes are going to come to bat. All right, we're back here at Quick Creek Field in Doniphan, Missouri, where the Doniphan Donettes are doing battle with the Kelly Hawks. Score is 7-7 here. At the bottom of the 4th inning, the Donettes jumped out to a big 7-0 lead, but the Kelly Hawks have done a good job of picking up 5 in the 3rd, and then 2 in the 2nd to tie this ball game up at 7-7. First pitch to Sydney Speck. Yep. First pitch to Speck's going to be taken outside for a ball. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. That one's going to be taken inside, ball 2. Kelly Hawks did a good job of not getting their heads down after the Donettes jumped out to a quick lead on them in the 1st and 2nd inning as they just kept piling some on. Kelly did a great job battling and finding themselves back in this ball game at 7-7. Speck's going to be swinging at pitch number 3. She's going to foul this one off out of play down the right field line. Counts 2 balls, 1 strike to Speck. Ivy fires. That ball's going to be hit hard up the middle, just past Ivy's glove. It's going to get past the second baseman as well, and that's going to roll into center field where it's picked up by Peyton Groves, the speedster for the Kelly Hawks, and she's going to throw it into the infield, but not before Sydney Speck picks up a single to get herself and the Donettes going here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Speck today, that's going to be her 2nd hit. She's got a pair of singles and a stolen base. Don't think Speck won't try to steal here again. One of the quickest girls on the team for the Donettes. I would say her and Kreutz. You put them 2 up against each other and you're going to have yourself quite the race. But Speck probably a little bit quicker than Kreutz, but it's probably extremely close. So I don't think Speck won't try to steal here again. Ivy looks in, sets, kicks, fires. McMahon's going to square the bunt. Speck's going to slide into second easy. Kelly didn't even have a chance to get her out there at second base. Sam's going to take that pitch for a strike, though. Speck out at second base. 0-1 count. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. It's going to be taken low. It's going to move the count to 1-1. Seaball showing a little bit of respect to Speck's wheels as she picks it up and fires it right back to her pitcher. Not one to take the chance with Sydney Speck out there at second. McMahon's going to take low, ball 2. Count's going to move to 2-1. McMahon up to this point is going to have 2 singles to her name. Looking to pick up a third and scoring Speck easily from second base. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. She's going to fly this one into the air out to center field. Center fielder's track, and she's going to come under, but she's going to hit off the end of her glove. Speck's going to move into third, and it's going to put runners on the corners after an E8 out there on Peyton Groves, who's done a lot of damage offensively for the Kelly Hawks, but is going to hurt them there on defense as she's going to drop a routine fly ball. That's going to allow Sydney Speck to move into third, but more importantly, is going to put McMahon over there at first base, and that's going to put 2 runners on here. And Brooklyn Klepsik's going to come to the plate where the Donettes are looking to make something happen here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Let's see. Is that number 1? Let's see. McMahon's going to have a pinch runner here, and that's going to be Grayson Kirby is going to come in and do the running for her. Donettes knowing that those runs out there are going to be really, really big and try to pick up. So McMahon is going to be traded out for Kirby to put a little bit more speed on the bases. We've got runners at the corners now with Brooklyn Klepsik up to bat. Pitch to Klepsik. Klepsik's going to square and bunt. She's going to pull it back. Kirby's going to move into second base, no throw, and that's going to put runners in scoring position. Second and third, nobody out for freshman Brooklyn Klepsik. 1-0 count on Klepsik. She's K'd and hit into a fielder's choice this afternoon, looking to pick her first hit up. That ball's going to be slapped to third. Sydney Speck's going to have a chance to score here. Going to get the out at first base. So Klepsik's going to do a good job there putting the ball into play. If she strikes out there, it has no chance of scoring Sydney Speck, but instead she puts it in play, and Speck was going to score from just about anywhere on the infield. So Kelly Hawks do pick up an out on the ground out by Klepsik, but she is going to pick up an RBI, and not only that, Grayson Kirby's going to move into third now. So it puts a runner at third. The Donettes have picked up a run with 1 out. In steps Bailey Carson. She's going to hit a fly ball over to the second baseman. Kirby, thinking there's 2 outs, runs home, but she's picks it up quick enough there that she's able to get back to third on a fly ball hit by Bailey Carson. It's going to be 2 outs for the Donettes. And in's going to step Kaylee Osterman. Osterman has walked and struck out today. She was left stranded at third base in the 3rd inning. Pitch to Osterman. Taken on the outside corner. In 2 of her ABs today, in the 1st and the 3rd, Osterman's fouled 2 straight back to the screen. Looking to square one up. She's going to hit a soft fly ball out to the pitcher's mound, and that one's going to be caught in the air by Kelly Ivy, and the Hawks are going to be able to get out of that inning with only giving up 1, as it's now 8-7 in the Donettes' favor, moving into the top of the 5th. The Kelly Hawks are going to get started with Patton Gill, Stuckey, and Yount are going to come to the plate for the Hawks in the top of the 5th inning. We'll be back. All right, we're back here in the top of the 5th inning where the Kelly Hawks are going to come up and they're going to take their turn at bat, and we're going to get started with the 6-hole hitter, number 19, Ellie Pattengill. Pattengill, ooh, we've got 17, Kendall Stuckey. I apologize. Might have made a mistake in the book, but Stuckey is going to get the AB started here with low ball 1. Davis up to this point, if you'll notice, Davis has given up several runs in the last couple innings, but she hasn't been getting started with as many first pitch strikes as she did in the first 3 innings. Evened it back up at a count of 1-1 now. She's got herself an 8-7 lead here in the top of the 5th inning. Would love to get to the bottom half of the lineup here, the bottom third of the lineup here, and get back into the dugout and pick up some more runs. Stuckey up to this point has a double and a run scored to her credit. That ball's going to score it away from Osterman. The count's going to move to 2-1. Fires. That one's going to be taken low. It's going to move the count to 3-1. As Davis is now falling way behind to the first baseman, Kendall Stuckey. Davis looks into Osterman, gets her sign, sets, kicks, fires. That one's going to be taken low, ball 4, and that is what the Donettes cannot have here in a 1-run ball game, is walking the leadoff hitter, because that has come back to cost them twice now in 2 separate occasions. When you walk that leadoff hitter and put her out there at first base with nobody out, she tends to score, and that's been the case this afternoon. This is going to bring number 6, Madison Yount, to the plate. Davis sets, kicks, fires. Yount shows bunt, pulls it back. That ball's going to go to the screen, though, and that's going to move Stuckey into second base on the wild pitch, and a 1-0 count. Davis is falling behind again here to the 8-hole hitter, Madison Yount. Yount, up to this point this afternoon, has just walked and grounded out on a sacrifice bunt over to Speck at third base. She's going to show bunt again, pulls it back. That one's going to be taken ball. 2-0 count now to Yount. Yount's trying to give him an out. Davis needs to throw right down the middle. She's trying to give him an out here in the top of the 5th inning. Yount squares again. Davis can't find the strike zone, and that's going to make it 3-0. Stuckey's going to move into third as that ball got away from Osterman. And she has now moved up on 2 wild pitches from a simple walk to first base. She's now standing at third with a 3-0 count. Yount's going to take this one low for a ball. And that's going to put runners at the corner. And the Doniphan, not paying attention, are going to allow Yount to move into second base. And that's going to put 2 runners in scoring position at second and third, as the costly mistake by the Donettes kind of hanging their head. They're still up in this ball game. They need to stay positive. It looks like Coach Jack's going to make a pitching change. And we'll be back here as the Kelly Hawks are threatening with a runner at second and third, down by 8-7 here in the top of the 5th inning. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here in a recap. We've got a runner at second and third base, and it's going to step the 9-hole hitter, Carly Ray. As we've had a pitching change, Klepsick comes in. First pitch is going to be fouled off. It's going to be a bunt attempt from Carly Ray, and that one's going to go down as a foul ball, move the count to 0-1. Ray, up to this point on the afternoon, has a single and a ground out to third base to her name. Klepsick would love nothing more for than Ray to try to bunt here and pop one up on the infield and get two. That one's going to be taken outside. It's going to move the count to 1 ball, 1 strike.
All right, make a bee in there, Carly. Make a bee in there. Watch the grounder. Watch the batter. You can do it. We got to have you on base. We got to have you on base. Let's go.
Klepsick looks into Osterman, gets her sign. Sets, kicks, fires home. Ray's going to bunt. It's going to be a foul right on the line. And they're going to throw, Donettes are going to throw it around now, and that's going to give a chance for 2 to score. The Donettes have got to get it together. They've got to pay attention. They're hanging their head way too much. They're still in this ball game. They were up 8-7 and kind of walking around defeated there. A ball that stopped right on the line. A great bunt by Carly Ray. She's going to move up to second, and it's going to score 2 because the Donettes pick it up, throw it around, didn't hustle after the ball, and it's going to allow both Yount and Stuckey to score. Yount scored with ease over there from third, but Yount's going to walk in as the Donettes weren't hustling to go get that ball after it got thrown away at home plate. First pitch to the leadoff hitter, Leah Lambert's going to be taken for a ball. She's showing bunt. It's going to be fouled straight back. It's going to move the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. Kelly has now jumped out to a 9-8 lead here in the top of the 5th inning. The Donettes are still in this ball game. They're just going to have to buckle down. Ray stands out at second base. Ball's going to get away from Osterman. She's going to try to steal. Osterman picks it up, fires down to third, and she's going to be safe there. Runner at third, 2-1 count to the leadoff hitter, Leah Lambert. Lambert wears number 14, playing right field today for the Hawks. She's flown out, grounded out, and walked. She's going to take that pitch high for a ball. Counts now 3-1.
Get your eye on the ball. Let's go. Make a bee in there. We need you on base. No strikeout. Let's go. Make a bee in there. You can do it.
Klepsick sets, kicks, fires. Shows bunt, pulled back, ball 4. And that's going to be the 3rd walk of the inning. Donettes not paying attention again. And Leah Lambert is going to draw a walk and then walk into second base because the Donettes are not paying attention. They are acting defeated at this point, and it is only a 9-8 ball game. Klepsick looks in, gets her sign. Peyton Groves to the plate. It's going to throw that one a little bit wild. It's going to be blocked up by Osterman. So the Kelly Hawks still threatening here with nobody out in the top of the 5th inning with a score of 9-8. And Groves, 2-hole hitter, has a runner out at second and third. Klepsick sets, kicks, fires. Throw this one on the outside corner. Moves the count now to 2-0. Four innings, 4 walks and an error this inning have allowed Kelly to pick up 2 runs and have runners at second and third. Another ball. Score now moves to 3-0. Donettes in danger of walking the bases loaded here. Groves up to this point has struck out, singled, and reached on an error. And that's going to be taken outside for a ball. And that's going to load him up here on the 4th walk of the inning. In steps Lanie Moore, who has done damage today against the Donettes. She has a single, a double, and a single pair of RBIs to her name. And in's going to come Coach Jack in from the dugout. Looks like he's signaling for Emily Davis to come back up to the mound. We've got another pitching change here. We'll be back. We've got top of the 5th inning. Kelly Hawks have found themselves in the lead with a score of 9-8 and bases loaded with nobody out. We'll be back after this pitching change.
right, come on, Lanie, do it, Lanie.
All right, we're back with Davis. Going to be taking the mound after the bases have been walked full now. The Donettes have given up 2 runs to allow the Kelly Hawks back out in the lead of 9-8. Davis was our starting pitcher on the afternoon, so she's only going to take 2 warm-up tosses as she's coming right back in after Klepsik walks 2. Davis sets, kicks, fires. It's going to come right down the middle. That ball's going to be slapped in the left field by Lanie Moore. It's going to be overplayed by Olivia Cruz. That ball's going to get to the fence. It should score 3. Cruz taking her time, picking it up, throws it back into the infield. Lanie Moore is going to slide into third. That's going to be just a single with a 2-base error in behind it that are going to allow the Kelly Hawks to pick up another 3 runs, and that's going to make this score 12-8. Another attempt to Cruz. Cruz is going to get the out in the outfield, but it doesn't matter because Lanie Moore is going to tag up and she's going to score there. And it's going to make the score now 13-8 on a sacrifice fly off the bat of Kelly Ivy. Kate Hughes is going to foul this one straight back. 1 out for the Donettes here, top of the 5th inning. Score of 13-8 as they've really hung their heads and let Kelly find their way back into this one. Davis sets, kicks, fires to Osterman. That ball's going to be hit on the soft line to Eddington. She's going to dive, knock it down from her knees, throws across the diamond, and she's going to get her out at first base. What a play by Madison Eddington, as that's going to go down as a 6-3 in the book, and that's going to be the 2nd out of the inning. Kelly Hawks fans are not too happy with that call, but it was a bang-bang play over there, and Eddington did a great job of knocking that ball down, throwing it from her knees, and making it close there over at first base. That's going to be 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Davis sets, kicks, fires, gets herself another ground ball. Speck fields, throws across the diamond. No doubt about that one. As Pattengill is going to ground out to third. Got some Kelly fans being real disrespectful in the afternoon. That's not very nice. We're going to move here now into the bottom of the 5th inning where they've jumped out in front 13-8, and we'll be back shortly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here bottom of the 5th inning where the Kelly Hawks have now jumped out a 13-8 lead. If the Donettes want something cooking, here's a good spot to do it with their leadoff hitter, Lynn Dunton, at the plate. She's going to take outside ball 1 to get us started here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Dunton up to this point has a pair of singles and a double to her name. She scored 2 runs and has a pair of RBIs. Or just 1 RBI, I'm sorry. Dunton is going to take this one inside for a ball. Counts now 2-0. Dunton any way to get on as her team now trails by 5. Donettes can't get down on themselves. They need to battle here offensively. Don't have to get them all back in one. They do need to chip away here before it's too late. Pitch to Dunton. Sets, kicks, fires. Dunton's going to take this one for a strike. Count now moves to 2 balls, 1 strike here on the Donettes leadoff hitter. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. Dunton squares bunt. She's going to hit this one, and it is going to be called a foul ball as it comes straight back to the catcher, and that's going to move the count now to 2-2.
Be ready, cover those bases. Let's go. Be ready. Hawks, be ready.
Dutton's going to choke up here. She's going to come to the plate with 2 strikes on her. She does an extremely great job as a hitter of battling with 2 strikes. She does not have a problem swinging with 2 strikes on her. That one's going to be taken low for a ball. Matter of fact, I think she's a better hitter with 2 strikes on her because she chokes up and she just tries to put it in play where somebody isn't. Instead of trying to drive one into the gap, she's kind of just a slap hitter. And I would love to see Dunton get on here to get the Donettes rally started. She's going to swing, and that ball's going to be squared up right back up the middle, and it's going to fall in for a base hit. And that's going to be her 3rd single of the afternoon. 4th hit, 3rd single. And the Donettes finally have something cooking here in the bottom of the 5th inning, but they're trailing by 5. And in's going to step Olivia Cruz. Cruz today scored twice on 2 singles. She also had a sacrifice bunt to move some runners over into scoring position all the way back in the bottom of the 3rd inning. She did not bat in the 4th, but let's see what she can do here in the bottom of the 5th. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. Cruz is going to take this one high and outside. Dunton draws a throw down to first base, but gets in safely. No play. Counts now 1-0 on Cruz. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. Cruz is going to bunt here, but that ball's going to be fouled. Trailing by 5 here with the leadoff runner. Cruz is bunting. Third pitch of the at-bat to Cruz. Ivy sets, kicks, fires to C-ball. Cruz is going to take this one low for a strike. Dunton's going to try to steal second. She's going to be safe out there at second. So that puts a runner into scoring position, but the count now falls to 1-2 on Cruz, who's going to have to choke up and try to put it in play. Dunton now at second base, pitch to Cruz. Cruz squares this one up. That ball's got a chance to get down. It's going to get down just shy of left center field gap. Dunton's going to move up to 3rd, and on the throw, Cruz is going to come into second base. Big ground out there. She's going to hold there as Dunton slides head first into 3rd. The Donettes now have something cooking after back-to-back singles just about in the same spot by Dunton and then followed up by Cruz. And that's going to bring Madison Eddington to the plate, who has a home run, a triple, and a walk, and 5 RBIs to her name. She hit the home run back in the 1st inning, a 3-run home run, and then picked up 2 RBIs in the 2nd inning with her triple, and they're going to put her on again. That's going to be her 2nd intentional walk of the afternoon, and that's going to load them up now. This has happened twice where the Kelly Hawks have been loaded up to pitch to Carly Harder. Harder up to this point has flown out to the 3rd baseman and then grounded out to the pitcher. Harder just needs to be patient, wait for a pitch. So Eddington's 2nd intentional walk of the afternoon loads them up for Carly Harder. The Donettes need to get a base hit right here in this situation and chip away at this 5-run lead that the Hawks have found themselves in. Harder takes first pitch outside. Counts now 1-0. Harder can be picky here. Find one that you like. Find something you can drive, Carly. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. She's going to have one. Hits it hard back up the middle. It's going to be knocked down by the pitcher. Play at the plate. She's going to be forced out there. Harder's going to be safe at second on the fielder's choice. That's going to leave the bases full as Dunton is going to be thrown out on the plate. Let's see what she does. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. She's going to swing hard right through that one, trying to hit one over the fence. Going to count falls to 0-1. Back here as the Doniphan Donettes trail by a score of 13-8 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Like to get 2 or 3 here. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. Speck squares the bunt. It's going to be a good bunt. Play at the plate, no play. That's going to score Cruz from over at third, and Speck's going to be in at first. And McMahone's going to come to the plate with the bases loaded. The Donettes have to like their situation here, as Sam McMahon on the day has a pair of singles and has reached on there, but she's hit the ball hard 3 times today. This is a good chance for her, as the Donettes have now picked up a run. Like I said, you didn't have to get them all at once, but you need to chip away. This will be a good opportunity here, as the Donettes have the bases loaded with Sam McMahon coming to the plate. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. McMahon's going to swing hard right through that one. Good cut. Madison Eddington at third. Carly Harder at second. Sydney Speck at third, or at first. Do you think Speck can score from just about anywhere on the infield, or a ball hitting to the outfield? That ball's going to be taken low for a ball. Move the count to 1-1. Going to have Eddington caught in a run down here. They're going to pump, though, and she's not going to have a chance. Oh, she does get her at third base. And another mistake for the Donettes are going to give them 2 outs here, as Madison's trying to be real aggressive over there at third. I like them being aggressive, but you're down by a score of 13-9. Now's not the time to be aggressive, because now we have a runner at first and second base. And McMahon, who's hit the ball well today, is coming to the plate now with 2 outs instead of 1. That one's going to be taken low for a ball. Eddington being aggressive over there at third base has cost the Donettes. They're going to look back at this game and find themselves that they've had 4 or 5 mistakes, a couple base running mistakes and a couple mistakes defensively, and they're really going to be upset with themselves. McMahon's going to chase way up out of the zone, move the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ivy on the verge of pitching herself out of an unbelievable jam here. Had the bases loaded, nobody out, and she's looking at 1 strike away from getting herself out of this tough bottom of the 5th inning here. Ivy sets, kicks, fires to C-ball. McMahon's going to foul this one straight back, and it's going to be a foul ball. The count's going to stay at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kelly Ivy sets, kicks, fires. McMahon's going to square this one up. It's going to be popped straight up, though, and that's going to be tracked back by Ivy, and she's going to make the out there on a fly out to the pitcher. And the Kelly Hawks did a great job of getting themselves out of a big jam. Once again, had the bases loaded, nobody out, and they're only going to come away, the Donettes are only going to come away with 1 run there. It does move the score to 13-9. Going to move to the top of the 6th inning, and we'll pick it back up when the Kelly Hawks come to bat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here as the Donettes have picked up 1, moving into the top of the 6th inning. Score's now 9-13. Davis still going strong for the Donettes as she's going to fire one on the outside corner.
Ball, put it over the fence.
You can do it. Make it be in there.
Put it out there for the long
You
haul.
can do it. You can do it. Say you can. Let's go. Make it be in there. Come on. Come on.
That ball's going to be hit on the ground. Kendall Stuckey's going to hit that one on the ground to Eddington. Eddington's going to try to glove it. Just going to hit off the end of her glove, though. As Stuckey's going to reach on an infield single. That's going to be her second hit of the day. She has scored twice. All the way back in the 5th inning, she scored after she walked, and she scored after her double back in the 3rd inning. Davis looking into Madison Yount. Yount's going to square and bunt, as she's done all day. Carter fields, throws over to Carson. So that's going to give one out as the Donettes are able to pick up the freebie off of the bat of Madison Yount. Stuckey is going to move into scoring position.
You can do it, Carly. You can do it. Be ready, Kendall, first. Pass ball. Slide. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
In's going to step the 9-hole hitter, Carly Ray, who has singled, walked, she scored.
Watch the dirt ball. Let's go. You can do it. Take me in there.
Pitch to Ray. A little swinging bunt. It's going to be fouled off. Counts now 0-1. I said last inning that the Donettes didn't have to get it all back at once, and they didn't, but you'd like to see them get more than one with bases loaded and nobody out. Davis sets, kicks, fires, come running out of the box. She's going to hit the ball on the ground to Speck. Speck's going to throw across the diamond. She's going to be called safe by the field ump, Jared Dutton. Going to have runners at the corners now.
Good call. Good call. She was safe. Yay! Way to go. Way to go.
That moves Kendall Stuckey over to third now, and Carly Ray is going to be the runner at first base, so it puts them at the corners. One out here. How this has worked out every inning so far that this situation has arose. Leah Lambert's going to take the first pitch here, and Carly Ray's going to score the second with the runners. Lambert, that's how it's played out twice today. So we'll see what happens here in this situation if the Kelly Hawks try to repeat that. It looks like we've got slight injury timeout. Madison Eddington looks like on that diving play, she scraped up her elbow. Looks like she's getting that bandaged up. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the Kelly Hawks leadoff hitter, Leah Lambert, here in the top of the 6th inning with the runners at the corners, and just one out for the Donettes trail by a score of 13-9. All right, we're back here in the top of the 5th inning. Once again, Leah Lambert coming to the plate. She's got runners at the corners. Let's see if she takes here and gives a chance for Carly Ray to take second. That's happened twice today. Let's see what happens. Pitch to Lambert. She's going to square the bunt. She's going to pull it back, and into second goes Carly Ray.
You can do it, Leah. Let's go. Make me in there. Come on.
1 ball, no strikes to Leah Lambert. Got runners in scoring position. Runners at second and third. Davis sets, kicks, fires. Lambert's going to square the bunt and foul that one right off the handle, and it's going to go straight back to the screen as it moves the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. Scoreboard has 1 ball, 2 strikes. I don't know if I missed one there. It should be 1-1, I believe. Yeah, okay. Getting it. Kelly's third base coach was asking the same thing I was. Scoreboard showed 2 strikes, but that was only the second pitch to her. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at second and third to Leah Lambert. Lambert squares the bunt again. She offers at it. Does not make contact. And that's going to be 2 strikes now. Leah, up to this point, has grounded out to the pitcher. She has walked and flown out to right field and walked again. Davis now has her in a hole 1 and 2. Sets, kicks, fires. She's come running out of the box. Going to slap that one just to the right of the second base bag. Chance to score 2. She's going to hold up, though, at third base, and it's going to put runners at the corners again. as Carly Ray moves into third as Kendall Stuckey scores. And the Kelly Hawks now lead by a score of 9-14. Into the box steps 00 Speedy Peyton Groves on the day. She's got a couple stolen bases, several walks, and a strikeout to her credit. She's scored 3 runs up to this point for the Kelly Hawks, looking to score again. She's going to show bunt, pull back though, and that's going to leave Carly Ray at third, but it's going to move Leah Lambert into second. And the count now falls 1-0 to Peyton Grove. Davis sets, kicks, fires. She's going to bunt, but it's going to be popped up. Osterman hustling out of the box is going to be able to make the play. That's going to be 2 outs now as Peyton Groves pops out to our catcher, Kaylee Osterman. And there's now 2 outs. And in steps the dangerous Lanie Moore. She has 3 singles and a double, 3 runs scored, and several RBIs. Looks like 4 or 5 RBIs. I missed one in the 5th inning. I don't know if anybody scored there, so I'll take credit for that one. So 4 hits and 5 RBIs on the day. She's going to square this one up, and it's going to get through the hole on the left side. Olivia Cruz is going to misplay it. It's going to score another 2 for her. Both of those runs would have scored anyway, but you got to think that Moore might have been held up there at first with just the single, but instead Cruz is going to let that one go to the wall, and it's going to pick up another 2 RBIs for Lanie Moore, who now has 5 hits on the day with about either 6 or 7 RBIs. Like I said, I think I missed one back in the 5th inning. There, but she had runners on in front of her. And that ball's going to be smoked down the line by Kelly Ivy, and it's going to score easy. They've got her caught in a rundown. Nobody at first, though, to throw it to, and she's going to slide head first into first. Is Kelly Ivy after she just smoked one down the line that scored Lanie Moore from second. That's Lanie Moore's 4th run of the day. Kelly Ivy picks up the RBI there. Runners at first, 2 outs. Donettes trail now by a score of 9-17. That ball's going to be taken on the inside corner by Kate Hughes, the left fielder for the Kelly Hawks. Davis is now falling behind 1-0. Davis sets, kicks, fires. That ball's going to be popped up on the left side. Cruz tracking under it. She's going to call off Dunton, and that ball's going to be caught by your left fielder, Olivia Cruz. But the Kelly Hawks are going to pick up 1, 2, 3, 4 more here, and they're going to push the score to 17-9 here in the top of the 6th inning. We're going down to the bottom of the 6th inning, where the Donettes are going to get us started with the bottom third of the lineup. We've got Klepsik, Carson, and Osterman coming up, and we'll be back with the bottom of the 6th inning. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here at Quick Creek Field in the bottom of the 6th inning, where the Donettes trail by a score of 17-9. We've got the bottom third of the lineup coming on, but they have reached base a couple times today. We're getting started out with Brooklyn Klepsik, who's reached on a fielder's choice, has struck out and grounded out to the pitcher. She's going to be standing from the left side to the right side of the plate in the left-handed batter's box, choked way up on the back. Klepsik's pitch is taken outside, 1-0. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. Klepsik's going to be stepping out of the box, stepping over towards that first base dugout, and it's going to pull her head off of that one. She's going to fall, Ivy's going to even it back up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. Klepsik sticks her bat out, bunts it over to the third baseman. She's going to field it. Ball's going to be errant. It's going to get away. Klepsik's going to move into second now on the error by the third baseman, Madison Yount. Yount picked that up, had all day to get Klepsik out there at first, and she's going to throw it away down the right field line. But Klepsik's going to move into second, so the Donettes have something cooking here in the bottom third of the lineup. If they can get a couple girls on here and roll it over to the top, they'll be in a good position to chip away at this lead with 6 more outs to go here in this ball game, trailing 17-9. That one's going to be fouled straight back by Bailey Carson. Carson up to this point has a single flown out to the second baseman, and she struck out back in the third. She has not scored this afternoon and has no stolen bases, but she's got a runner out at second base right now and an opportunity to score freshman Klepsik. Out there with a big base hit. She's going to square and bunt. That ball's going to be fielded by the pitcher. It's going to move the runner over to third, standing off the bag, and you cannot have that in that situation. You give up the out, move her over into third, perfect position, and we're going to try to be overly aggressive home there. And the Hawks are going to pick up 2 outs just like that. You were already giving them the freebie on the bunt, and you did your job and you moved her over to third base. Why try to send her there? And it's going to cost the Donettes now. We have 2 outs, and the Donettes trail by a score of 17-9 and now have nobody on. Pitch to Osterman. It's going to be taken outside for a ball. Pitch number 2 to Osterman. It's going to be foul, or it's going to be hit to the left side, right to the shortstop. She's going to field and throw across the diamond to Kendall Stuckey over at first base. And that's going to go down in the book as a 6-3. So the Donettes are going to waste a leadoff runner in the bottom of the 6th inning, and they're going to end up going essentially 1-2-3. And we're going to move to the top of the 7th, where they trail by a score of 17-9. We'll be back with the Kelly Hawks half of the 7th inning shortly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here in the top of the 7th inning, where the Donettes trail by a score of 17-9. And the leadoff hitter for the Hawks is going to pop that one up into foul territory. Osterman tries to make a play at it, and it's going to get away from her. This is number 17, Kendall Stuckey. She's going to get started with an 0-1 count on her. Pitch from Davis, sets, kicks, fires. That one's going to be popped into left field, shallow left field. Eddington's going to track over, and she's going to make the play there. And that's going to go as an F6 right at the edge of the infield, outfield grass. That's going to be 1 out now. It's the first inning in about 4 innings where the Donettes have started with a leadoff out. Davis sets, kicks, fires. This is going to be poked into left field. It's getting down fast. Kreutz isn't able to get it. She She pulls it short. She's going to pick it up, though, and fire it into second base, as that's going to get down for Madison Yount for a single. Yount, up to this point, she's walked twice, has a sacrifice. It's grounded out to on a 3-4, so it grounded out to Carly Harder, to Bailey Carson covering, and now picks up her first hit of the ball game. That pitch is going to get away on the outside corner. It's going to get away from Osterman, and that's going to allow Yount to move into second base as Carly Ray's in the box with a 1-0 count. Carly Ray is going to square to bunt. That's going to be bunted back for a foul, though. Moves the count now to 1-1. Carly Ray, up to this point, has a pair of singles and a walk, and is grounded out to the third baseman. Davis sets, kicks, fires, swinging. It's going to poke that ball out in the left field. It's going to get down in the left center gap. Dutton cuts it off. No play at the plate. She's going to score easily out there from second base. That ball gets away. Osterman Fields is going to make a play at third. He's going to tag her on the foot there, as Speck's going to track her down, and she's going to be out trying to be aggressive. Carly Ray trying to be real aggressive there. She picks up the double and then tries to move to third, where she's going to be tagged out for the second out of the inning, but she's going to pick up that RBI from out there at second base, Madison Yount, who scored with ease. No chance, no play at the plate there, but the Donettes do gun her down at third base. And that's going to bring their leadoff hitter up, Leah Lambert. 7, Carly Ray is hitting. And I've missed something somewhere because I had Kendall Stuckey leading that off. So, we're doing it with Carly Ray now. That's the perks when you try to keep and call the game all at the same time. Softball's so fast. So I've made a mistake somewhere here. Either that or the Kelly Hawks are batting out of order, but I'm assuming it's probably more likely my mistake. But we've got Carly Ray batting right now with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning, where the Donettes trail by a score of now 18-9. Counts now 2-0. Davis sets, kicks, fires. Ball 4. Trying to find my mistake now, and it's only gotten worse for me. So, well, maybe I wasn't wrong, because here comes the first base umpire to check the count with the home plate umpire. I had 3-0. But they're going to stick with the 4-0 call. And that's going to be a walk for Carly Ray. All right, new batter. Let's see if I get it all straight and organized here. In's going to step number 14, Leah Lambert. Davis sets, kicks, fires. Carly Ray stealing with a 9-run lead here in the top of the 7th inning. Counts 1-0 to Leah Lambert. Gets her swinging. Just going to try to steal again. Osterman throw down to Speck. She's going to be safe there. Not quite sure. Stealing with a 9-run lead here in the top of the 7th inning with 2 outs is exactly the move I would be making, but it's got a 1-2 count on her. Davis's pitch, sets, kicks, fires. That one's going to be taken on the outside corner. Davis looks into Osterman, gets her sign, sets, kicks, fires home. Lambert's going to poke that one into foul territory. Osterman's going to dive underneath it, make the catch. That's three outs, and the Donettes not looking to hustle off the field. I don't know if they thought that was just 2 or what, but that's going to go out on a pop out to the catcher, Osterman. For the 3rd out of the inning, the Kelly Hawks are going to score 1 there on an RBI single by Madison Yount. And that makes the score now 18-9. And the Donettes are coming to bat with the leadoff coming up in the bottom of the 7th inning. We'll be back shortly. All right, first pitch to Lynn Dunton here in the bottom of the 7th inning, where the Donettes trail by a score of 18-9, is going to be called for a strike on the outside corner. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. Dunton's going to foul this one straight back to the screen. Now moves the count to no balls, 2 strikes. Dunton, as I said earlier, is a good 2-strike hitter. She's going to choke up on the bat and try to put it in play any way she can. She's going to take that pitch high for a ball. Moves the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looks into Dunton. Dunton going to take that ball in the inside corner. Has a great eye up at the plate. Moves the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Donettes have 3 outs to work with here, trying to make something happen here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. Dunton's going to slap that one through. Going to get past the third baseman and a diving shortstop. Dunton is going to pick up her 6th hit of the day. Pardon me, just the 5th hit of the day. She had a single back in the first, a double in the second, a single in the third, a single in the 5th, and now a single here in the 7th inning. In steps Olivia Cruz. Cruz wears number 8, plays left field for the Donettes. She's going to take the first pitch low for a ball. And Dunton being real aggressive, trailing by 9. Don't need anything too fancy out on the base path. Is going to draw a throw. She's going to slide into first safe. Pitch to Cruz. It's going to be called for a strike. Moves the count now 1-1 on Olivia. Olivia's had a good day at the plate. She's got 3 singles and a sacrifice bunt. That moved Dunton over into scoring position back in the 3rd inning. Olivia scored 3 times today. She's going to swing at that one and swing straight through it. It's going to be called a strike. Dunton is going to be stealing on the play and is going to be able to coast into second base there. Okay, runner at second base now. 2 strikes on Cruz. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count on Cruz. Once again, the Donettes are trailing by a score of 19-8 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Cruz needs to step up big for the Donettes. She's going to be swinging. Pops this one out to the left field. That ball might get down. Trouble. Falls right into the Bermuda Triangle, and that ball's going to get down. And the Donettes have something cooking now with the 3-hole hitter Madison Eddington coming to the plate, who hasn't had a chance to contribute the last couple innings, as the Kelly Hawks have really walked the Donettes' best hitter twice, 2 innings in a row, back in the 4th and the 5th inning, and even to the point where they were okay with loading the bases with nobody out and then 1 out in the 5th inning. And they're going to walk her again. Don't even have a base open. They're not even going to take the chance. And that's going to be her 3rd intentional walk of the day. And they're going to pitch to Carly Harder for the 3rd time today with the bases loaded after intentionally walking Madison Eddington. I'm not exactly sure the thought process there. You've got a 9-run cushion, and you're going to walk a 3-hole hitter to put not one now, but 2 runs into scoring position. Eddington is a home run threat, so it's a little bit understandable, but you do have that 9-run cushion. I mean, you have 9 runs to play with before, you know, she can ever actually get anywhere close to the lead. She'd have to come back up again in this 7th inning. But with nobody outs, they're perfectly content with pitching to Carly Harder here with the bases loaded. And I've got to think with good of hitter as Carly is that she's due. She struggled a little bit on the day. The first baseman's had her number as she's flied out twice to the third baseman, grounded out to her once, and it hit into a fielder's choice again to her a second time. So Carly's struggling a little bit at the plate today, but she's going to break through right here. I've got a feeling with the bases loaded and nobody outs. Once again, the Donettes being super aggressive on the base path, and I'm not sure why, trailing by 9 here with nobody out. Let Carly get up there and hit. Why are we getting big aggressive leads here? Ivy sets, kicks, fires. That's going to be strike called. It's going to move the count to 1 ball, 1 strike against Harder now. Ivy looks into C-ball, gets her sign, pitches to Harder. She's going to foul that one. She's right on it. Going to foul that one straight back to the screen. It's going to move the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carly struggled a little bit at the plate today, but she hasn't struck out. She's been putting into play.
Get aggressive, let's go.
That's one of the best things that can happen for a hitter if you're putting into play. Every chance to get on. Carly is going to take this pitch low for a ball. It's going to move the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes. I've got to think that Kelly Ivy will not want to go full count to Carly Harder with bases loaded, so Carly should get a pitch to hit right here in a 2-2 count. Ivy's going to fire one. It's going to be taken high for a ball, and it does, in fact, move it to full. Carly would be happy with a walk here, wanting to put one in the gap, though. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. That ball's going to be taken inside, and Harder is going to draw the walk. And that's the dangers of walking Eddington in that situation, to move that runner over to third and to load him up. As it comes back to bite Kelly, but they still do cling to an 18-10 lead. In's going to step Sydney Speck. Speck up to this point has 3 base hits. She's got 3 singles and 2 stolen bases. She's going to take the first pitch for a strike. Looks like all the Donettes are doing at this point, and trailing by 8, that's not a bad philosophy, especially late in the game where Ivy's struggling a little bit to find the strike zone anyway. Might as well make her throw you one. Speck's going to hit one hard on the ground. It's going to be hit right at the shortstop. Shortstop looks home, but she's going to throw it away at Speck over at first base. That's going to end up scoring 2 for the Donettes, and we're going to hold them there. Carly Harder's going to hold up at third, and Speck's going to move up into second. That is going to make the score now 12-8 with nobody out still. Donettes do have something cooking here. So once again, Carly Harder moves over to third. Sydney Speck at second. You got to think if Sam McMahon can put it out in the outfield, Speck's going to score from just about anywhere if it touches the grass. McMahon's going to take the first one for a ball. Like I said, Speck's got wheels, so if she can put one in the grass here, you've got to think Sydney can score from just about anywhere. McMahon's going to put it on a line, going to be right at the second baseman, though. Couldn't have asked for a better hit there from McMahon. She put it in play, hit it hard, but right at Kelly's second baseman, Ellie Pattengill. And Pattengill's going to get the out. Runners are going to hold at second and third, and that's going to bring freshman Brooklyn Klepsick to the plate. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. Going to miss that. Ooh, called for a strike on the outside corner. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. That one's going to be taken low for a ball. Sitting directly behind home plate today. Watched a great called game by Ray Dugal and Jared Dutton today, our umpires. They've both done a great job for us here. Brooklyn's going to reach for at the ball, though, and it's going to be fouled off, and it's going to move the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Counts 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at second and third. Klepsick's at the plate. She's the 7-hole hitter for the Donettes. If she can get on, if any of the next 3 girls can get on here, we roll it back to the top of the lineup with something cooking. That ball's going to be taken on the outside corner close. Counts now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. Klepsik's going to be swinging, hit on the ground. She's going to hold it, though. Madison Yount fields that ball clean, is worried about Carly Harder scoring, so checks her not once but twice, trying to get Harder to break. And Klepsik is going to be able to move in there. That's going to go down in the book as an E5. She had to make a throw there. She had her out at first. And that's going to load the bases up now. That's going to load them up now for Bailey Carson. Carson on the day has singled, has a sacrifice bunt, and is struck out. Bases loaded, 1 out. Pitch to Carson is going to be taken right down the middle for a strike. Ivy doing a great job of getting ahead of the hitters here. She was struggling with finding the strike zone right at the beginning of this inning, but has really settled in here in the bottom of the 7th inning and doing a great job pitching to the bottom half of this Donette lineup. Carson's going to slap this one just foul and is going to fall behind now quickly. No balls, 2 strikes. Once again, bases loaded, 2 strikes on Carson, 1 out. Pitch from Ivy. Carson's going to foul this one straight back again. And now still count stays 0-2. Needs to battle here, choke up on the bat, put it in play. Outfield looks to be in a no doubles defense. Center fielder shifted way over to the right side of second base. She's got a big left center field gap. Carson's going to take this one for a ball. Count now moves to 1-2. I don't blame their center fielder, Peyton Groves, for shading her that far to the right. Carson's taking everything that way today, taking everything that way. She's going to take another pitch there, and it's going to be called for a ball inside. Moves the count to 2-2. You got to protect. That one was awfully close. I'd like to think that if she goes there again, she might get that call this time. Pitch to Carson. Ivy sets, kicks, fires. Carson hits it on the ground. Shortstop's going to make a play at home. Lanie Moore, that almost cost the Donettes there. Lanie Moore's going to pick that up and fire it quickly to Seaball to get the force out at home. Carly Harder didn't even break, not knowing our situation there. And Lanie Moore fires to Seaball and almost has a chance to get Sydney, as quick as she is at third base. So they're going to get the force out at home. 2 outs now, bases still loaded. Donettes do trail 18-12. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning, Osterman to the plate. Osterman's going to take the first pitch high for a ball. Osterman's going to slap this up the middle. Coming in quick is Groves. That ball's going to get down. 2 outs. The Donettes should have been running there. What could have been two runs scored on the base hit by Osterman is only going to result in 1. You have 2 outs. Either she catches it or it gets down. You should be running until Coach tells you to stop, not stop until Coach tells you to start running. The Donettes are going to look back and they're really going to regret some of these mistakes they've made this afternoon that have really cost themselves in several situations. But Osterman does roll it around to the top of the leadoff. She's going to get back to Jalen Dunton, who got this whole thing started this inning. Dunton typically is not the kind of kid that's going to strike out, so you do expect her to put it in play here. She hits soft line drives. She likes to choke up on the bat and put it in play wherever she can. So we'll see what she does here. Pitch to Dunton. It's going to be called for a strike. Looks like all the Donettes up to this point are taken until they get a strike on them. Count now moves to 1-1, 2 outs. Bases loaded here, score of 18-13. Donettes trail. Ivy looks in, sets, kicks, fires. Dunton's going to hit this ball into left field. It's high. Backtracks Hughes. Hughes is going to make the catch, and that's going to do it. And Kelly is going to end the rally there. Once again, several mistakes by the Donettes there that have cost them a couple opportunities. I think Kelly did out-hit them, and I do believe the Donettes did run out of a little bit of pitching. But we made a couple mistakes there that the Donettes typically don't make that are going to cost them. And I think they're going to look back at this ball game and realize that this 13-18 score should have been a lot closer than it was. Let's do back. We'll look back at some stats. Lynn Dunton did fly out there to end the ball game for us, but she is going to have 5 hits on the day. That's a great performance for her. She's going to score 4 runs, 5 hits. You got to think she's probably your player of the game. Madison Eddington was well on track to also be kind of in that conversation for player of the game, but unfortunately, Kelly is going to intentionally walk her 3 times. After she hit in the first and second inning, she's going to pick up a home run and a triple in the first and second inning, and then Kelly is going to walk her in 3 innings to follow. And Eddington, up to that point at the second inning, had 5 RBIs, so was doing a great job putting the ball in play, and Kelly wisely walked her to load the bases up 3 times to bring Carly Harder to the plate. Carly did make them pay there in the 7th inning when was able to get on by drawing a walk. But Eddington probably would have wished she had come to the plate and got a couple more opportunities. Pitching-wise, or stat-wise, we've got, once again, a score of 18-13. And I'm looking back at earned runs now for the Kelly Hawks. I'm wanting to say 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 4. I'm just keeping rough stats. I'm not keeping a full book here. But at least 4, if not 5 of those runs given up today were unearned runs. So you'd like to think that this conversation for this ball game should be a 13-13, 13-14 ball game in favor of the Kelly Hawks. But they made the Donettes pay for their mistakes, and they're going to come out victorious, and they're going to move that record to, I believe, 15, 16 wins now. I talked to the coach at the beginning of the game. 14, 15 wins, so they're a good ball club, but the Donettes hung with them, but some silly mistakes are going to cost them, and they're going to drop this one by a score of 18-13. It's been a pleasure. It's been Dalton Pennington here at Quick Creek Field. It's been a pleasure. I don't know if we're going to have any more games this year, but I enjoy it every time we get the opportunity, so if not any this season, maybe next. We'll see you next time.